Imagine the sound of thunder packed into an engine bay, and then double it. That's the Detroit Diesel 12V71. A two-stroke diesel beast so raw, so unapologetically loud. It didn't just power trucks, it announced them. But why are gearheads still obsessed with a power plant that first roared to life over half a century ago? Well, buckle up, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why the 12V71 isn't just an engine, it's a legacy. Let's rewind for a moment. Developed in the 1960s by Detroit Diesel, a division of General Motors, the 12V71 was part of the legendary 71 series. Each cylinder displaced 71 cubic inches, and in the case of the 12V71, that meant 12 cylinders arranged in AV configuration. That's right, 852 cubic inches of high-revving, two-stroke fury. But here's the twist. This engine doesn't just run, it screams. With its signature blower whine and unmistakable exhaust note, it earned nicknames like the Buzzin' Dozen and Screamin' Jimmy. Some folks say it sounds like a chainsaw on steroids, and they're not wrong. You either loved it or you wore earplugs. Now, I know what you might be thinking. It's just old diesel tech. What's the big deal? Well, here's where it gets interesting. Despite its age, the 12V71 remains iconic because of how it flipped the script on diesel design. Unlike four-stroke engines, the 12V71 used a root-style blower just to breathe. No blower? No go. This created a power band that hit fast and hard, delivering torque like a freight train on launch. Need a break from the tech talk? Okay, pop quiz. What other engine is loud enough to drown out your regrets and still legally allowed on the road? That's right, not many. And yet, the 12V71 found its way into everything from semi-trucks and buses to boats, construction rigs, even military equipment. If it moved and needed brute force, chances are the 12V71 had a hand in it. But here's the kicker. In a world obsessed with emissions and efficiency, the 12V71 is a certified outlaw. It guzzles fuel. It smokes. It shakes the ground when it idles. And yet, collectors and diesel purists still hunt these down like buried treasure. Why? Because this engine wasn't designed to be polite. It was engineered to dominate. Now, let's talk specs. A typical 12V71 puts out around 450 to 485 horsepower and over 1,200 pound-feet of torque. And that's before you even touch aftermarket tuning. Drop it into a Peterbilt, hit the highway, and you're not just driving. You're commanding a mobile war machine. The sound alone clears slow drivers from the left lane. Talk about road presence. But here's the cliffhanger. Despite its raw power, the 12V71 had one Achilles heel. A design limitation that would eventually spell the end of its reign. Want to know what it was? Stick with me, because what brought the Screamin' Jimmy down might just be the same thing that could bring down modern diesels too. As we move into the final stretch, let's not forget, this engine wasn't just a machine. It was a moment in American engineering. The sound of industry. The pulse of power. And though cleaner, quieter engines now rule the road, none carry the same soul. So the next time you hear the banshee wail of a 12V71 firing up, don't just hear noise. Hear history. Hear Detroit. And remember, legends don't die. They downshift. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the diesel machines that built America.